So what are your thoughts on the Packers?
I can't stand the Packers.
And why can't you stand the Packers?
Because they haven't proven anything to me.
Really?
Peter, turn that thing off.
Nope. And how do you feel about football being played in Southern California?
Peter, turn that thing off.
No. I'm giving you a chance to defend your position.
You're not going to put me on.
Yep.
No, you're not.
Mm-hmm. I'm going to put you on my next video.
No, you're not.
Yeah.
No, you're not, Peter.
Yeah. You gotta defend
Between the lines.
You gotta defend your position. You say the Packers suck and they haven't proved anything, but they're 6-0. Undefeated. It's gonna be 7-0 on Sunday. Mm-hmm. And then 8-0 when they come here. 9-0 when they go back to Minnesota.
The Chargers are going to cream their ass.
Mm-hmm. And why do you feel this way?
Because the Chargers are a far superior team than the Packers.
Okay. Alright. Is that your official statement?
That's my official statement.
Okay. I'll be sure to use that.
Go ahead.
Okay, you just saw a tame video of Kitty. She was busy, so she didn't really have time to give me any shit, but you guys got the gist of it. That's funny. The Packers suck and the Chargers are a far superior team. Okay then. Moving on. This was a weird week. Usually I don't do this on these videos, but I have to go game by game because it was such a weird week. Past couple weeks, man, I wouldn't say I was kicking ass, but I've been doing pretty good. This last week, I went 6-7. Fucking fail. I mean, the Miami game, I was looking for an upset, and I almost had it if that fucker Tebow hadn't played hero. I gotta give him credit where credit is due. However, that game should not have fucking gone into overtime. Let's see. The Jets in San Diego. What can I say, man? San Diego just fucking blows. This year I haven't really given too much shit about San Diego because they were 4-1. But the fucking players like to jack their jaws too much. I had heard it on ESPN the other day that I guess Randy McMichael or something like that, one of the players, McMichael, I think his first name is Randy, said that it wasn't the Jets' defense that saved the game, that they shot themselves in the foot. Hello, it's San Diego. When do they not shoot themselves in the foot? That was Jets' defense all the way. Chicago, Tampa Bay. I took Tampa Bay, and then I realized that it was in England. That was kind of a toss-up game. I took Washington for the upset. I had a feeling that Carolina was going to come through, but, you know, whatever. Atlanta, Detroit. Who the fuck seen this one coming? But then again, you know, I've been saying it the past 2 or 3 weeks, and Kitty thinks I'm fucking retarded for saying it. Detroit is going to win some games this year, and I've said this numerous times, and they have. They're a much improved team from last year. However, the cracks and the crumbles in the foundation are starting to appear, and I've said this the past couple weeks. I got laughed at, but it's true. Cleveland, Seattle. I took Cleveland and barely won that. That was a baseball score, 6-3. Again, Denver and Miami in overtime. Houston and Tennessee. I took Houston. That was a powerhouse. Kansas City, Oakland. Kansas City shut out Oakland. I took Oakland not so much because I liked them, but again, that was a toss-up game. I just never expected them to get shut out. I don't think anybody really did. Pittsburgh, Arizona. Seen that one coming. Pittsburgh kind of fucking you know, they should have blew Arizona out because Arizona sucks. Green Bay, Minnesota. This game surprised me, and I did admit that to Kitty. I was very impressed with Christian Ponder, their new QB. I think he's going to do well in this league. However, I think it's going to be for another team. His best bet is take the next year or so, and then hopefully get traded to a better team. He's going to be something. I really believe that. His mechanics are good. His thought decision could be improved. It was a much closer game than I thought, and I was very surprised by that. I underestimated the Vikings because they're the Vikings. I mean, they suck. I think it's going to be another good game in Lambeau in a few weeks. Dallas and St. Louis, this was no real big surprise. St. Louis just sucks, and Bradford was out. Who knew about that? New Orleans and Indianapolis. Holy shit. I chalked this game up as a win for New Orleans Sunday night about midway through the second quarter. I went on to YouTube and I checked anybody that picked New Orleans, which I think we all did. You know, what can I say? Indianapolis must be trying to get Andrew Luck, and I don't understand teams doing this bullshit. You know, to me it's not fair for the fans. And Indy's got some pretty good goddamn fans. Very loyal, and I like that. I like loyalty. What could I say? You know, it's Jacksonville and Baltimore. Okay, everybody took Baltimore in our football poll. And I believe they also took New Orleans too, if I'm not mistaken. But everybody took Baltimore, and the score was 12-7. This game was the sloppiest game that I've ever seen. And, well, not that I've ever seen, but it's the sloppiest game that I've seen in quite some time. Monday Night Football, I swear to God, they need to devote an entire come on man to this fucking game. And I'd like to talk about Baltimore. Can someone please answer me this? What in the fuck has Baltimore done since their Super Bowl? That everybody's on their fucking nuts. That's all I've heard ever since their Super Bowl. Baltimore's this, and Baltimore's that, and Baltimore... Fuck you. Fuck you, Baltimore. And fuck you, fans, for supporting that shit team. They're basically the fucking Cleveland Browns. Shit team then, shit team now. Fuck Baltimore. I'm tired of hearing about how great Flacco is and how great Ray Lewis is. And you let Jacksonville beat you. Fucking Jacksonville. That's like the New York Yankees getting beat by a fucking Chula Vista Pee Wee League. No fucking excuse for that shit. Fuck, man. Anyways, I'm not taking it that personal. I'm stressing this because the last few years, everybody's been talking about how fucking wonderful Baltimore is. Fuck Baltimore. Tired of this shit. Yeah, I'm saying it. Anyways, congratulations to Jake 317 Kid. He was the winner of this week's football pool. Him and my nephew Nick battled it out. Came down to a tiebreaker with the points. 12-7. Speaks volumes right there. The last few Monday night games, everybody's been picking high. Thinking it's going to be a great game. And we get these these baseball scores, man. That's basically what it is. 12-7, that's a baseball score. You know? Anyways, another thing I wanted to bring up this week before I end this video. Next week, when I do the weekly winners on Facebook, I'm going to sit down and I'm going to put down everybody's weekly stats, individual. I'm not sure exactly how I'm going to do it. I suppose I'll surprise you guys, but I think you guys will be impressed. And basically I'll try and list them in the next video somehow. I'll do it with YouTube's video editing thing. It might take me a little while, but you know what? You guys are worth it. You've pretty much stuck with me throughout this season so far. So it's like the halfway point, and then I'll do it again at the end of the season, in week 17, before we go into the playoffs. And another thing I wanted to address, now that I think about it, I've been meaning to bring this up the past couple weeks. Zakk Kush, I believe, brought up the Pro Bowl, and if we're going to count the Pro Bowl in this football pool. And I told them that I would bring it up, and you guys can vote on it. Send me an email. Let me know through YouTube. Let me know through Facebook what we should do for the Pro Bowl. Personally, as a football fan, the Pro Bowl is a fucking joke, and most fans know this. It's an exhibition game. It shouldn't even be fucking played. If you guys want to do it, I'm down with it. There's 12 to 13 people that play regularly, so we'll fucking take the votes and go from there. Give me a yay or a nay if you want to do the Pro Bowl and possibly win an extra point. Other than that, I can't think of anything else right now. So I'm going to do scores, or not scores. So I'm going to do Zakk Kush's and Lilly Johnson's picks as soon as I can find them on Facebook. Okay, Zakk Kush's picks. He sent these to me Sunday night for Week 8. New York Giants, Houston, New Orleans, Carolina, Tennessee, Baltimore, Denver, Buffalo, Pittsburgh, San Francisco, Seattle, Philly, and Kansas City. And Lilly Johnson's picks. Lilly Johnson is taking New Orleans, Jacksonville, Arizona, Tennessee, Minnesota, New York. I'll have to ask her about that one, if it's the Giants or the Jets. Detroit, Buffalo, Seattle, Pittsburgh, San Francisco, Dallas, and Kansas City. Y'all have a good one, and I'll see you next week, heading into Week 8. Everybody have a safe and happy Halloween. Don't get too drunk. Don't go doing no fucking trick or drunken. Trick or drinking. So, y'all have a good one.